morning, and we've decided to take a road trip today. So we hopped in the Corvette and we are off to the little town of Hornitos. Hornitos is a small town off the beaten path. Hornitos has existed since before California's statehood, though it's sometimes called a gold rush town. It was actually established much earlier by Mexican settlers. The Spanish name Hornitos means little ovens. Some say that the appellation came from the fact that earlier burials were made in stone tombs resembling outdoor bake ovens because the ground was too rocky to dig graves. The village did gain notoriety during the gold rush as a place that was home to thieves, roughnecks, gamblers, and various miscreants that had been run out of other, more respectable settlements. It has the reputation of being the hideout and haven of one of California's most infamous criminals, Joaquin Murrieta, who is said to have committed many robberies and murders in the early 1850s. Present-day Hornitos has no ATMs, gas stations, traffic signals, supermarkets, dollar stores, or restaurants. There are no coffee shops or laundromats or banks. If you're craving a fast burger and fries, you're out of luck when you come here. It does have one existing bar that is open on weekends. They may serve a few munchies along with beer and Bloody Marys. The gift store down the street at the historic Gagliardo store has a few packaged snacks, but specializes in souvenirs, decorative items, and works by local artists if it's open. As home to rough and rowdy, outcasts, and desperados, Hornitos gained a tainted reputation for mayhem, but there were some respectable souls who did what they could to preserve order and build up the town with honest enterprises. By 1870, the town was incorporated and had at least 3 general stores and a couple of cafes in a place that previously hosted only gambling halls and saloons. One of the early businessmen was Domingo Ghirardelli, an Italian confectioner. Partial stone and brick walls of what must have been an impressive structure still stand in Hornitos as a reminder of his store. Domingo's chocolates became famous in Gold Country, and he soon moved his enterprise to San Francisco Bay Area. The company he started still thrives today, and Ghirardelli chocolate is widely available. Hornitos Lodge number 46F and AM is the smallest Masonic meeting place in California, constructed of native stone with an interior area of a little more than 500 square feet. The lodge retains an active membership that continues to support the small community. In the early days, Freemasons were businessmen, miners, builders, and innkeepers, as well as farmers and ranchers. They also served as town and county officials. They had a significant positive impact on their community, and current members continue to sponsor activities and projects to benefit Hornitos. The resident population of Hornitos seems to vary according to what data source you reference. The 2010 census lists 75 residents, though the actual number may now be lower. Most prefer the solitude of this quiet town. Though the permanent residents are few, the visitor population of this community swells during 3 annual events that attract outsiders from near and far. Hornitos Patron Club sponsors community functions to support local charities, scholarships, and the preservation of historical sites in town. One of the 3 events is the Hornitos Flea Market. For the past 30 years or so, the town has held a multi-vendor sale that attracts buyers and sellers from all over the state on the first Sunday in October. There are usually nearly 100 booths with antiques, collectibles, crafts, and food lining the streets and vying for the attention of buyers. Then there's All Saints' Day candle lighting ceremony every November 2nd, which draws hundreds of participants for the evening procession to the cemetery to place luminaria candles on the historic grave sites. And the 3rd is the annual enchilada dinner. It's held on the first Saturday in March, includes music and craft vendors. Donkeys, chickens, pigs, and goats might be seen in some of the yards and gardens. Human residents are a bit more hard to find, but you might occasionally see a car or pickup truck traveling down one of the roads. If the doors of the Gagliardo general store are open, one of the owners will likely tell you something about the local history. Buildings and tin roofs and iron doors survive the ever-present danger of being destroyed by fire. They date back to the Gold Rush era. Signs and memorial plaques throughout the area provide visitors with the historical backstory of Hornitos, California. You've been road trekking with Rowan Lowe. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Hornitos in Mariposa County. And if you did, please do subscribe so you'll be notified when I place new content. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.